University, Devin Nail.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to New York Collegiate Baseball League game number 2 for a doubleheader today. And for a way to start things out for the first or the second game, first pitch is a hit batsman. I'm sure Maddox Minton from Brockport didn't intend that, obviously. Unfortunate.
Now batting the second base, number 2 from Villanova University, Pat O'Neill.
Let's go 1-3, good job, kid. Come in, John.
So Pat O'Neill goes to Villanova. He's a sophomore there from Eaglesville, Pennsylvania. He's a 5'11", 165 pounder. This is Bob Pleischer broadcasting from the Maple City Dodge broadcast booth. Hornell Dodger baseball, the second game of a doubleheader. Hornell won the first game, looking to make it a sweep. As Minton throws a strike. Minton from Canisius, New York, goes to Brockport. 6 foot, 180-pound pitcher. And welcome those watching around the United States and beyond. Again, if you're just joining us, the New York Collegiate Baseball League. Hornell Dodgers and the Mansfield Destroyers. And a nice, hot, warm day here.
Let's go 1-3. Look up.
Minton behind 2-1. Again, Pat O'Neill at the plate for Mansfield. Mansfield in the orange, Hornell in the blue. And 2-2 as O'Neill swings through that one. Don't forget to give us a like, give us a share, let other people know you're watching this Peisch Sports presentation of New York Collegiate Baseball League. Right here on Peisch Sports. And strike 3, so 1 out. Again, if you're just joining us, the runner on first pitch of the game hit batsman, so.
25 from Embry-Riddle University, Eric Feliz.
Again, Eric Feliz from Embry-Riddle University. Unless it's Rydell, but I think it's Riddle. He's a senior from Englewood, New Jersey. That ball hits the dirt, and he's going to eat it. The runner advances.
I'm going to go put it away after the inning. You should send my glove down somewhere. Not on the ground, though.
Head coach of Mansfield is Bill Hill. Or Brian Hill, I'm sorry. I was going to say I like that name, Bill Hill, but it's actually Brian Hill. And there's a over to first for the second out. Advances the runner to third.
Now batting the center
That's
fielder,
Devin
number 4
Nail.
from
That's
St.
on
Thomas
third base from
University,
Kent State.
Matt Williams.
There's a strike. Chopper back to Minton. Easy toss. And that's the third out, so Minton works around a first pitch hit batsman to get out of the inning, so we're going to go to the bottom of the first. Today's game is brought to you by the Ryan Agency's offices in Hornell, Jasper, and Wellsville. Call 324-7500 or stop in at 57 Broadway. Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agencies in Hornell, Jasper, and Wellsville. Carries a RE/MAX Hometown Choice office at 117 Main Street in Hornell. Martha Marino, Reggie Gambino, a household name, RE/MAX. Triple C's Tasty Freeze, their drive-thru is now open. Stop in at Triple C's for all your favorite flavors of Perry's ice cream, as well as they got a full menu of food as well, so call ahead for that. And John N. Dagan, General and Trial Practice, probably serving the Southern Tier since 1989. Call 324-6690. And of course, Maple City Dodge Airport Road in North Hornell. Great sales, great service on all Dodge Chrysler Jeeps. Check out the 2019s that they have on the lot, as well as the used cars. No one will undersell Gary Harwood and his staff at Maple City Dodge. So we go to the bottom of the first. This is the second game of the doubleheader. Hornell Dodgers winning the first. I forgot what the score was. I got here and set up, and I thought I had wrote it down, and I did not, so I apologize. I know they're up 10-3 in the seventh, so I'm not sure if that's the way it ended or not. So apologize for that. Well, we have this time, I'll tell you, on the mound for Mansfield. Number 12, A.J. Gartland. He goes to Alfred State College. So A.J. Gartland from Irondequoit, New York. He's a freshman at Alfred State. And he's a left-hander, so interested to see how the Dodgers handle the left-hander. First at bat for Hornell is Chris Herb from Kansas State.
Leading off game number 2 for the Dodgers, the center fielder number 26 from Kansas State University, Chris Herb.
Popped up, might have a play on it. It was in play, and good play, got him out. Caught it in foul territory before it went out of bounds. Pitch out.
Number 5 from Alfred State College, Josh Laurie.
So Josh Laurie, another Alfred State College product coming in to today's game, batting 259. So Lowry takes strike one. So 0-2. And Lowry gets hit. So far in the first inning, we've had 2 hit batsmen. So 1 out hits batsman.
The catcher, number 33 from Norfolk State College, Nick Wimmer.
So Nick Wimmer's up from Norfolk State. Wimmer's batting an impressive .429. Leading the team with hits coming in today with 15 of them. And takes strike one. Again, don't forget to give us a like if you're just joining us. Give us a share. Let other people know you're watching this game, especially friends and players that play with these guys, let them know they can watch their favorite counterpart on live Pike Sports broadcast or stream. I don't actually broadcast. Throw back to first. This game will only be 7 innings. They only play 7 innings when you have a doubleheader. And there are ties in baseball as well this year. In this league, I guess, anyway. So. And a broken bat. It's going to be over. That bat went flying. Woo. That's the third out. So we'll go to the top of the second after this. If you're watching on Spectrum Cable Channel 1301, we'll be back after this commercial break, as well as on Pike TV YouTube. We'll be back after this commercial break. Facebook Live, stay with us.
So you want to review your insurance and see if you're getting the best deal. You could call that Big Brand Insurance Company. But the big name company can only provide one thing, what they're locked into selling you. But the Ryan Agency is your local independent agency offering options from many top insurance companies.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
Today's game brought to you by Mike Palmer Plumbing and Heating, Air Conditioning, Cold Services. It's going to be a warm one out now, so give Mike Palmer a call and check out your air conditioning service, as well as he'll service them as well. Dr. John Wine, Dr. Joseph McKay, Wine Chiropractic Associates. Get well and stay well with a visit to Wine Chiropractic, 20 Park Drive in Hornell, 324-7246 for an appointment at Wine Chiropractic. Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys, offices in Buffalo and Rochester, proud supporters of the Bills, the Sabres, your Hornell Dodgers. Call 585-262-COMP, 585-262-COMP for Connors and Ferris. First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Newest branch on the corners of Mays and Seneca Street, right across from Hornell High School, right down the road here. Stop in. More than just checking in savings. Find out all the financial services that First Heritage can offer you. And, of course, Airtight of New York, spray foam insulation, 368-2842. Doing a new and old construction, residential, commercial, you name it. Airtight of New York, spray foam insulation is the best kind of insulation you can get. Poulos and Roselle, attorneys at law. Tim Roselle, Bill Poulos. Call 324-7333. Tim Roselle, Bill Poulos. Crossroads Professional Building on Main Street in Hornell. And, of course, Elderwood at 1 Bethesda Drive. Long-term care facility, short-term rehab, beautiful grounds and gardens and stuff like that. Check out Elderwood. Stop in today. And Rustic Lux, 320 Canisteo Street for reloved and repaired furniture. You got that furniture you're just not happy with anymore? Bring it into Rustic Lux, and she'll bring it back to life for you. And Gilio's Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, 382-0836. Chad Gilio's Plumbing, Heating, 24-hour day service. Fully bonded, insured. Here we go. Top of the second. Popped up. It's out of play and ready for the bang. Watch all the people jump. Oh. Yeah, they're used to it. Most of these people in here for the. I like when you get a game where people haven't been to before, and when it hits the roof, they jump around. Beautiful Sunday afternoon, going into Sunday evening. 1-1. Again, Maddox Minton on the mound from Brockport State. Brockport State is part of the SUNY, the State of New York University system. 2-1. Minton behind 3-1. Hornell Dodgers and Mansfield Destroyers. Mansfield's new to the league this year. Wellsville dropped out. Mansfield joined in. And what I understand, the home opener was against the Hornell Dodgers. Actually, the season opener for the Destroyers was against the Hornell Dodgers. Hornell Dodgers losing that game. But I guess there was a few thousand people at the game, so I'd have to say that was one of the largest, probably the largest crowd you're going to see this year in this baseball. Hornell usually leads the league in attendance. Might have to make a trip down to Mansfield before the season's over. Maybe try to do a game from there. It's easier said than done. We really got a good thing going here in the city of Hornell with the live stream and everything. Trying to set up at a different location, even though I do it for Hornell baseball, and it's not an easy go of it. So in the summer, and especially May and June are my busiest months because I do video production full time for colleges and local municipalities and stuff like that. So it's can't do the away games like I'd like to. I think once playoff time comes around, I'll be able to do more away games. Plus, some of the other schools already stream. You can actually download the app on your Roku smart TV. If you type in, search for an app, you type in NYCBL, and it comes up, and you can get all the radio feeds right on your TV. Not sure if you knew that or not, but it's pretty neat. And oh, it's stuck. What? There we go, in and out. Unwise decision that time to try to steal. Brody Burdett playing first base for Hornell. Great job. Great job, Minton, too. Maddox Minton's a pitcher getting it over there and recognizing. Just not a smart decision. You got a guy on, nobody out. Now there's one out. And Minton, obviously hit a batter. But he's been kind of struggling. I mean, he's not perfect yet. So stealing there or attempting stealing, not a good decision. Especially if you leave before Minton even throws the ball. So anyway, getting back to that. So you go to Roku TV and you can, you press the button to search for new apps basically, and NYCBL is one of them. There's a shot. It's going to be up against the fence. It's going to be a double easily, and he bobbles it. Really not running too fast that time. Thought maybe he could have had a triple out of it, but safely into second.
Batting the designated hitter number 17 from Slippery Rock University, Abraham Mao.
So Abraham Mao from Slippery Rock, from Milford, Delaware. 6', 180-pound sophomore, Abraham Mao, his name is M-O-W. Minton throws a strike. What I was getting at too is, like I said, if you want to watch an out-of-town game, some of the teams stream their games like we do here, so you can catch more than just on Facebook if you go to that app on Roku, NYCBL again on Roku. I've done it. It's pretty interesting. They also keep plays for replay. Of course, my games you can watch replays on Peisch TV YouTube channel. This year's games aren't up yet. They're loaded into YouTube, but I haven't posted them yet. I'll get them up here in the next couple days, including this one too. So this will be the fourth game we've done, and there's 1 and 2 to Mao. Minton ready to deliver the 1-2, 1 out here. Mao chops it foul into the Hornell dugout. The stadium was built in 1964, as the football and baseball stadium. In fact, I do transfers, so I have old home movies, slides and pictures, stuff like that. I transfer people. That's one of the things I do in the video production field. And I just transferred some 1974 football games from here. There's a strikeout. His Mao gets mowed down. Number 7, Joey Lowen, now from Lock Haven University. He's from Pittsburgh, PA. Again, Joey Lowen. This and the Niagara Power have the biggest stadium and facilities for able to put people in the stands, as per se. Like I said, Hornell Dodgers from year to year leading the league in attendance. Very well supported Hornell Dodgers here, and there's a strike. And there's strike 3 in the third out.
4 runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base.
So we go to the bottom of the second. So we take a look
Dodgers 0, Destroyers 0.
at the Hornell Dodgers. It's 0-0 on the John N. Dagan scoreboard. Matt Mackinnon, he says, "Hi, Poish. How you doing, Matt?" Tracy Brewer, all the way from San Diego, tuning in. Paul Nolan, Let's Go Dodgers. Colleen Argenteri, Melissa Brittingham, and Tim Harrison also with us. Karen Amadon from Georgia, chiming in. Bob Michaels from Elmira, Horseheads area. Lisa Ward, watching from Florida and Colorado. I don't know how she's doing. Glenside, PA, rooting for the Blues, says Paul Nolan. Brian Swift with us.
Yeah, of course.
Scott McKibben, Alan Ackley, Matt Amflin, Landon Jones with us as well. How you doing?
Leading out the second for the Dodgers, the third baseman, number 14 from St. Bonaventure University, Kevin Higgins.
So Kevin Higgins, St. Bonnie's. He's a Bonnie. One of the weirdest names in college sports. St. Bonaventure Bonnies. Used to be the Brown Indians, of course, then. Oh, there's a base hit. Could be a double. He slips and easily. I tell you, both times today when the ball's been hit deep into the outfield, the players have had a heck of a time picking the ball up. And you could say, you know, usually with the way it's been here, you could say it's blamed on the water, but today it's been dry all day long. Sun has been out since 7 o'clock this morning, so it's definitely not a moisture issue. So a leadoff double for Higgins. So here we go, lefty and lefty. This is Andrew Littlefield from Hanover College. He's a sophomore. 6'2", 185-pounder. Hails from Louisville, Kentucky. So patience. Patience from Littlefield as he's ahead 2-0. That's outside 3-0. Sometimes they say, obviously, a walk is just as good as a hit. In this situation, you'd like a hit. Obviously, you could bring home the runner. You'd bring home Higgins from second, most likely, but I'm sure the Dodgers will take a walk here, all the same. That's an easy out to first. Advances Higgins to third, but that'll be the first out. It's always nice when you got a guy on third with one out or less. Obviously, anything into the outfield's going to score Higgins. So Burdett from Scottsdale, Arizona, originally moved to Hornell last year, and his brother pitches for the Hornell Red Raiders and had a heck of a season pitching. Had a no-hitter and a two-hitter and a one-hitter. I think he probably had a three-hitter too. I'm not positive, but maybe he had a four-hitter. So Burdett 6'1". The ball gets free. Jack Henby, Hornell Red Raider product on deck. We'll see him unless there's some weird double play. Stranger things have happened, they say. Oh, big cut by Burdett. 1-2, 1 out. Bottom of the second again. Hornell and Mansfield knotted up at 0. Knotted up at nothing. That one's down and low, 2-2. Hard pitch to lay off because it released. At about belt high level and then sunk about 3 foot from the Burdett. Chops one foul down third baseline. Again, Kevin Higgins on third. Hornell, his first threat of the ball game. Higgins led off with a double to lead this inning off. Foul tip on a ball 3. Two and 2 pitch. It's going to score a run, and Burdett's going to be safe at first as the first baseman gets pulled off the bag. That's Tyler Melko. Couldn't handle that throw. So just as we were saying, Hornell Red Raider product, Jack Henby. And Burdett's running a hit and run here is that ball is foul. So they're saying, get back, Burdett, get back. Henby coming in today's game, batting at .231. His average has slowly declined, which isn't good from the start of the season. He was one of the hottest hitters on the team, but has since then kind of cooled off. Remember last year, he really had his struggles at the plate for the Dodgers. He's a great fielder, but Henby fouls one back. 1-2.
That's the first Heritage Credit Union 50 cents.
First Heritage, so you go retrieve that ball. First Heritage Federal Credit Union give you 50 cents. You can buy a bond, or what do they have for kids? I forget. They have Christmas, what do they call that? Oh, a late swing is struck out. Henby. What do they call that you save up? We have your Christmas. Someone tell me online. Not Christmas savings, Christmas. Jeez. I forget. I didn't think they have them anymore. So Holden comes in batting 182. Takes strike one. Oops. Sorry, as Burdette steals. Not a bad time to steal right there. Holden hails from Lindsay, Oklahoma, goes to Oklahoma Wesleyan. And there's strike three. So that does it. Dodgers leave one stranded, but score one.
Dodgers get one run on one hit with one error and one man left on base. Opportunities to play on the Ryan Agency scoreboard. Dodgers 1, Destroyers 0.
So we go to the third. In today's game brought to you by the Ryan Agencies, Hornell, Jasper, and Wellsville. Call 324-7500 or stop in. Insurance protection you can rely on, the Ryan Agencies. And by Remax Hometown Choice, office at 117 Main Street in Hornell. Stop into Remax or give them a call, 697-3629. Remax. Triple C's Tasty Freeze. The drive-thru is now open, so call ahead if you're going to order food. That way you don't have to wait at the drive-in, but you can also just stop right in and get your favorite flavor of soft ice cream and Perry's Hard Ice Cream. Got everything from flurries and milkshakes, banana splits, you name it. John N. Dagan, General Trial Practice. Call 324-6690. John N. Dagan. Maple City Dodge, Airport Road in North Hornell. Call 281-006. Log on to MapleCityDodge.com. Check out their beautiful inventory, and there's used cars as well. Great sales, great service on all Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep. Mike Palmer, Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, Coal Services, State Route 36 in Canisteo. Call 698-4444. Need a plumber? Call Palmer. Mike Palmer, Plumbing, Heating. And Wyan Chiropractic Associates, 20 Park Drive in Hornell. Get well and stay well with a visit to Wyan Chiropractic. 324-7246 for an appointment.
Left fielder number 11 from Cecil Community College, Kip Hilson.
So Kip Hilson from Cecil Community College he hails from Mansfield, PA. So he's right home as well. It's nice to be able to come home and play collegiate baseball in your own hometown. Top of the third, Hornell up 1-0. Maddox Minton pitching for Hornell. Don't forget you can go on to HornellDodgers.com and they got the stats, they got the schedule right on there as well. And there's a link so you can listen to the games on the radio. So if we're not doing the game, you can listen to it on the radio with Frank Williams calling the play-by-play. Oh, you got to get in front of him, in front of that ball. I don't know what was going on there. Still, Kevin Higgins, the third baseman, should still get that ball. I do agree with the Mansfield coach that that was a fair ball. Who better to call it than the coach? He's right there. And it looked like it to me it was fair. That's why I was kind of upset at Higgins for not getting in front of that and stopping it. In fact, he ran after it like it was, he knew it was fair too, but kind of bailed out by the umpire. It's going to be even worse if he strikes out. Oh, and he does. That's like salt in wound, they say. Should have been a double. Instead if it's an out. Devin Nail again, Kent State University. Elria, is that how you, where Ohio he's from? Ellyria. Anyways, he goes to Kent State. Foul tip, 2-1. He's still and you see I can't, so I'm gonna have to. Higgins is kind of laughing. I think he admitted to him now. Is that the foul tip? Because they were kind of having a conversation. I see Higgins laughing and the head coach there not happy. You know, I'm surprised he called it foul anyway, especially when you see everyone running after it like they thought it was fair. You know, you got Higgins right there at third base. It looked fair from my angle. Here's a shot, center field. It's the second out. I know after the third out here, we're going to have probably another conversation at home plate.
Now batting the second baseman, number 2, Pat O'Neill.
So Pat O'Neill, Villanova, the leadoff batter, or top of the order, I should say. And there's a strike. Strike 2. Nice pitching by Maddox Minton. It's M-I-N-T-O-N, Minton. Oh, a little inside that time. Just misses. And strike 3. So that's the third out, and you know, let's see what.
Nobody left on base. That's another clean plus 1, 2, 3 inning. After 2.5 innings of play on the Ryan HC scoreboard, Dodgers 1, Destroyers 0.
He's warning him about, I guess some things might have been said at the last game. So anyways, that takes us to the bottom of the third. Not a cloud in the sky here in western New York. Actually, we're in the southern tier. See the beautiful blue sky and the green hills and the netting right there.
The NYCBL would like to recognize our league-wide sponsors, GrafTech, BSN Sports.
It's up in the hills right there.
NYCBL baseball.
I guess they're considered mountains.
NYCBL.
If you look up the description between mountains and
Make
hills,
sure to check out the rooted
these are considered
player-
mountains.
player of the night.
Somewhere in between the mountains of the Canisteo Valley. Unless they've switched it back, but I remember that as a kid studying that, and of course that's a mound. So we go mound. I don't see any hills around here, just mountains, mountains. So bottom of the third we go. Matt Martinez, the shortstop. 5'7", goes to Oklahoma Wesleyan from Katy, Texas. I tell you what, there's no other beautiful area than this area in New York State. And I'll say it again, I've said it before, we don't have tornadoes, we don't have floods, we don't have earthquakes. Just high taxes and potholes, which obviously is caused from snow and ice, so we do have winters, but it's a beautiful 80 degrees here with a slight breeze. I'll take this anywhere in the country right now.
The center fielder number 26.
So Chris Herb, center fielder, you saw him put an out there in the last inning. Goes to Kansas State from Moore, Oklahoma. Whoa, Nelly. Swings at the first pitch. You hear the head coach say, swing at good pitches. That was a little lowy. Take a golf swing at that one. Chris Herb, 6'4". And the out. 6'4" and an out. 205-pounder. So take a good look. That's what I'd look like if I was 6'4" instead of 5'8".
Commanding the second baseman number 5, Josh Laurie.
So 2 quick outs. As Josh Laurie from Alfred State, a Leroy O'Acton Knight product. Takes ball 1. We're now clinging to that 1-0 lead as Laurie. Just foul. But I got to pay attention. Maybe the umpire will call it fair this time, even though it was a foot wide. Again, this is Bob Plaisher broadcasting from the Maple City Dodge broadcast booth, a Peisch Sports presentation. That's how you pronounce the name. A lot of people say it's Peisch Sports, but it's Peisch. You think, well, they should reverse the I and the E, like a piece of pie, but it's not the way my that ball gets away. Name was originally spelled P-Y-S-H-E-R, German. But as it happens, great-great-grandparents, and his brother have gotten in an argument, and one changed his name. Two and two. I gotta pay attention. There's a way to get under it. Beautiful job, and the third out. So quick inning. 1, 2, 3.
No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base after 3 innings of play. Leading out the fourth for the Destroyers, the right fielder, 25, Eric Feliz.
Middle. Bucket. Come on.
Batting the center fielder, number 4, Matt Williams.
It's 2-0 to Matt Williams. Held up. 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk for Minton.
Batting the catcher, number 18, Blake Murray.
One and one. Popped out of play. 1 and 2.
That's the First Heritage Credit Union 50 center.
Pretty sure it's 1 and 2. He's got 1 and 1 on the scoreboard. couldn't handle it out there. It's good hustle. All the way to second. Right on the heels that time, but had to go as fast as he could. Not sure if it was going to be caught at all. So now runners on second and third with only one out. Good thing about double headers here is just about everyone gets to play today. I think everyone does get it. Well, some of the pitchers won't, obviously, but. Paul Nolan coming up in July. Good, it's going to be good to see you. It's in the dirt. 1-1. Sheila Holden from Lindsay, Oklahoma. How you doing? Bill Headley joining us. Joey Hess as well. Two and one. Runners on second and third, so a real threat here for the Dodgers, or for the Mansfield Destroyers. Destroyers.
Good run, talk. Give him a minute.
Yeah, waiting for get your left fielder back in position. He had a long way to run there, obviously playing field when you have a left-hander at bat. Strike three. So 2 outs. Beautiful pitch by Minton.
Batting the designated hitter number 17, Abraham Mao.
So Mao, second at bat. Scoreboard says 3 outs. All right, now it's back to 2. High for 1-1. And Maddox Minton from Brockport State is on the mound for Hornell. Abraham Mao is batting. He's from Slippery Rock University, a sophomore there. And there's the 3rd out. Beautiful play by Martinez, the shortstop. Kind of quells any threat by your Mansfield Destroyers.
Dodgers 1, Destroyers 0.
In life, some surprises are good, and some surprises aren't. You'll be pleasantly surprised by how much cash you could earn with our Kasasa Cash checking account. You could earn dividends up to 3% APY each month just by using your checking account. Plus, your ATM fees may be refunded. There's no monthly fee, no minimum balance, and no unpleasant surprises. Call First Heritage or visit us at fhfcu.org to open your Kasasa Cash checking account today. Some restrictions apply.
So bottom of the fourth, Nick Wimmer's up. Nick from Norfolk State. And fouls that one off. Yeah, that's perfect out there. Husband and wife with their dog and their son playing some catch. There it is. Sorry, Wimmers. I missed his second. It's 1-1. Should be an easy out. Kevin Higgins, the third baseman.
14, Kevin Higgins.
AJ Gartland still on the mound for the Destroyers. He's from Irondequoit, New York. It's up near Rochester. Alfred State College is where he goes to school. Here's another one. Doesn't have to move much out there. Going to bring up Andrew Littlefield.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 11, Andrew Littlefield.
That one hits the fence over there in left field. Base hits. That's a good job, Andrew.
Now batting the first baseman, number 20, Brody Burdette.
So Brody Burdette, first baseman. Burdette squeaks one through. Littlefield will hold up at second.
Batting to right fielder, number 6, Jack Henby.
So Jack Henby now gets a chance. So after 2 quick outs, back-to-back hits by the Dodgers, put them in a threatening mood. And what's going to happen here? Is that another? Yep. So busy inning.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 men left on base.
From Mao, so 2 on, leaves 2 stranded off 2 hits. We go to the
Center
5th.
forwards in play on the Ryan Agency scoreboard. Dodgers 1, Destroyers 0. Fans, it's now time for oversized uniform race.
Oversized uniform race.
Or just the uniform race. On your mark,
He'll probably fit these guys good. Oh yeah, nice try, Canisteo, trying to jump into the uniform. Look, he's giving him a chance, he's thinking. Oh.
Fifth inning is sponsored by Wilson Bee Farms. Think Wilson Bee Farms is planning your summer picnics, graduation parties, and reunions. Leading out the 5th for the Destroyers, the third baseman, number 7, Joey Lowen.
So Joey Lowen from Lockhaven up first here, top of the 5th. Tim Minton still has it. Throws that fastball right past him. One and one. And thanks for joining us all around the country. I see some of you posted that you're going to be coming up here to visit Hornell. See your kids. Probably travel with them as well. Strike 3.
Same here. Go get him. Let's go. Come on. Go get him.
Now batting the left fielder, number 11, Kip Hilson.
So Kip Hilson from Cecil Community College, 6 foot, 175 pounder, looks at strike 1.
Go get him. Let's go. Come on. All Maddox. 1-3. Kids.
Strike 2. As Hilson kind of shakes his head thinking that ball was low. Can't stand there like a statue. Chops one to the backstop. Another chop foul. Way late on that one, but able to stay alive. There's strike 3. So 2 quick strikeouts for Minton.
Batting the shortstop, number 35, Devin Nail.
So Devin Nail, freshman at Kent State. One and one. Outside, 2 and 1. Ooh. Tried to frame that one. Did Wimmers. I thought he did a pretty good job. He really didn't move his glove at all. So he walks him. 2-out walk.
Now batting the second baseman, number 2, Pat O'Neill.
So Pat O'Neill. Yes, we're going to have a trip to the mound here. And today's game brought to you by the Ryan Agencies, Hornell, Jasper, and Wellsville. Call 324-7500. Insurance protection you can rely on. Stop in and see Jeff Ryan and his staff at the Ryan Agencies. And by Remax Hometown Choice, Reggie Gambino, Martha Marino, household name. 117 Main Street in Hornell. Remax Hometown Choice. And Triple C's Tasty Freeze on Park Drive in Hornell. It's now has its drive-through open. Call ahead and order food off their menu. You can go to Facebook and type in Triple C's to look at their menu. Call ahead, and that ball is going to get away from Wimmers. So ball 1. Got Austin Berglund warming up in the Dodger bullpen. So this is probably the last inning for Minton. Nice off speed that time for strike. And Pat O'Neill from Eagleville, Pennsylvania, goes to Villanova. Nobody even covering second. That step off there, you can see he's got plenty of lead. So 1-1, 2 outs. Runner on second. And fouled off down the third baseline. So ahead 1-2 now. Needs a strike here to get out of this inning. There's strike 3. So good job, Minton. Team comes in to congratulate him.
After 4.5 innings of play, the Ryan Agencies football
Today's game brought to you by John and Dagan, General and Trial Practice. Probably serving the Southern Tier. Call 324-6690. Maple City Dodge, Airport Road in North Hornell. Stop up, great sales, great service on all Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep. Need a quick oil change? Stop in. Maple City Dodge does that as well. And used cars on the lot. No one to undersell. Maple City Dodge. Mike Palmer, Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, Close Services, State Route 36 in Canisteo, 698-4444. Need a plumber? Call Palmer, Mike Palmer, Plumbing and Heating. And Wyan Chiropractic Associates, Dr. John Wyan, Dr. Joseph McKay. Call 324-7246 for an appointment. Right there, located at 20 Park Drive. Beautiful facility at Wyan Chiropractic. Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys, offices in Buffalo and Rochester, proud supporters of the Bills, the Sabres, and your Hornell Dodgers. Call 585-262-COMP. Connors and Ferris. And First Heritage Federal Credit Union, its newest branch, located in corners of Mays and Senex Street in Hornell. More than just checking and saving, stop into First Heritage. Check out all the financial services they can offer you. I have a savings account there I just opened.
Leading off the bid for the Dodgers.
So number 18, Tucker Holden.
Tucker Holden.
Oklahoma Wesleyan. He's a sophomore there in Lindsay, Oklahoma. Good eye on the first pitch for ball one. There's a shot, just foul. Got ahead of that pitch. And he gets hit. Looks all right, Mom and Dad, so don't worry about that. They got ice here for that.
The shortstop, number 2, Matt Martinez.
So, shortstop Matt Martinez up. Martinez takes ball one. Another ball outside, 2-0. That'll be a quick conversation at the mound. There's a strike. That's what I always talk about. Just a trip to the mound real quick. Always kind of, I see more strikes out of that than anything. And you see a lot of mistakes by not doing it. The Dodgers won the last game we did against the Oilers, but it's a bunt. So Martinez does his job with the sacrifice. Chris Herb.
Now batting the center fielder, number 26, Chris Herb.
base hit. Dodgers score a run. Sorry about that, I was drinking some water when all that happens.
Batting the second baseman, number 5, Josh Laurie.
Josh Laurie. Hornell gets an insurance run. Should be a double play. No, he over to first. I'm sorry, I couldn't see him through the viewfinder what he was going to do. I assumed he was going to go to second, but Herb got over there too quickly. So Nick Wimmers.
Now batting the catcher, number 33, Nick Wimmers.
Fouls that one off. Two outs.
Let's go, Nick. Come on, babe. Come on, Nick.
There's strike 3, and end of the inning. Wimmers gets fooled on that one. And we go to the 6th.
The Dodgers get 1 run on 1 hit, and no errors and 1 man left on base. Under 5 innings of play on the Ryan HC scoreboard.
Airtightofnewyork.com. Spray foam insulation. Call 368-2842. New and old construction, commercial, residential, attics, additions, basements, crawl spaces, pole barns, metal buildings. You name it, they do it. Poulos and Roselle, attorneys at law. Call 324-7333. Tim Roselle. Bill Poulos, attorneys at law. Law office is located in the Crossroads Professional Building in Hornell. Elderwood at Hornell 1 Bethesda Drive, long-term care facility, short-term rehab, located on the beautiful grounds there at 1 Bethesda Drive, across from the Wegmans Walmart Plaza, and adjacent to Lowe's. Rustic Lux, 320 Canisteo Street. Stop in, you got that furniture you just don't like anymore, bring it into Rustic Lux for reloved and repaired furniture. Check out their beautiful showroom of furniture brought back to life. Giglio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call 382-0836. Chad Giglio, licensed plumber, and fully bonded and insured, a 24-hour emergency service.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Dodgers. From Oklahoma Wesleyan University, number 15, Austin Berglund.
So we said Austin Berglund would be in. He was warming up, and he is in. Get a close-up for his parents.
When you're looking for relief from your aches and pains, listen to professionals at Maple City Physical Therapy at 100 Grove Street in Hornell, or give them a call, 607-324-9344.
My computer screen went dead, so I'm not sure. I know we're still streaming, so here's fail-safes here, so I always know that we're still online and live. Now, we had that problem the other day, but it was ended up being one of the viewers' problems, not ours, where she said she couldn't see it. Thought we were not streaming. But we have fail safes here. Not if we actually lose the stream, unfortunately, which hasn't happened yet. Knock on. No, there's no wood up here. Knock on my head. So Dodgers lead 2-0. This is Eric Feliz from Embry-Riddle, or is it Riddle University? Two quick strikes for Berglund. What the guy from Louisville? You know, I didn't mind him kind of like waving his hand and stuff like that. Then he started swearing at the batters and stuff, which kind of got out of control. But I guess that was some of the questions on Twitter and social media. Did people approve of it? I said, you know, play like a gentleman. I know it's what they call a kid's game, but like I said, I didn't mind him doing some of the stuff he was doing, but I don't want to see him swearing and cursing, saying sit, you know, down, curse, you know, cursing. You may disagree with me, but I thought he was exciting to watch because of the things he did, but just not when he opened his mouth. Was kind of went past me. I mean, guys celebrate home runs and hits all the time, you know, celebrate good strikes, but you don't have to start cursing at players and turn what I thought was pretty exciting into a bore after that, which is a shame. Oh, there's somebody's car. Oh.
That's First Heritage Credit Union 50 Center.
Two and one. Another foul. There's a, whoops. I apologize. I lost it there. Beautiful catch by Herb. Happens sometimes when you're using one camera for the second out.
Now batting the catcher number 18, Blake Murray.
Nice shot down the first baseline. He's going to get two out of it. Quickly, and Henby, the right fielder, gets it in, but that's a double.
Now batting the first baseman, number 21, Tyler Melko.
So first baseman Tyler Melko from Post University, Knoxville, Pennsylvania product. And he's out. Beautiful play to end the sixth. Top of the sixth.
Under 5.5 innings of play on the Ryan HC scoreboard.
Come on in, we have great deals on great wheels.
Coming to Maple City Dodge was huge for me. I got a great deal. I was treated better than family here. I needed a new car in 3 days and they came through.
It's worth the drive to Maple City Dodge because we have the best sales and service, and we'll prove it.
If you get hurt at work, you want to be able to turn to a professional you can trust. Someone on your side, with the experience to tell you exactly how things will go. Helping you get your life back together. If you get hurt at work, call 262-COMP today and get the results you deserve.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Now batting the designated hitter number 11, Andrew Littlefield.
So Higgins base hit, leads to Littlefield. That ball's in the dirt. Two and 0. Nice pitch that time by A.J. Gartland. 2 and 2. Fouled up. That looks like it's going to hit my car. No. Oh, it bounced right over my car.
That's the first Heritage Credit Union 50 center.
It's 2 and 2. Sorry, I don't get a chance to respond to some of your comments here lately because I stream on the computer went down. I just reloaded it, but sometimes it doesn't show all the comments.
Now, base it ball 4.
Andrew Littlefield from Hanover College. Born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky. Well, I don't know if he was born and raised there, but he's from Louisville, Kentucky. Might have been born somewhere else. Moved there. Never assume. He's had some balls hit out to him that have just been, he's been just sitting there waiting. What do they call that? Candy corn or can of corn?
Now batting the first baseman, number 20, Brody Burdett.
So Brody Burdett from Hornell. Born and raised in Scottsdale, Arizona. It's a perfect, like I said, he moved here. Perfect example I was just saying about assumptions. High, ball 1. Shot to center. And it drops in there, kind of no man's land. It's unfortunate that Higgins really couldn't do much about that. He had to stay kind of close to home in case that ball was caught. He'd have to go back to first. But 1 out.
Now batting the right fielder, number 6.
It's really like one of the longest singles you'll see in baseball when that happens. You really can't keep running. I mean, he could have, because you don't know, because he could have been caught and picked off at first, too, if he kept running, because it could have been a double. Just the way that ball hung up there. Inside, this is Jack Henby. But he can't basically overtake Higgins because Higgins, if it gets caught, has to get back to first himself. He doesn't want to get doubled up. So kind of one of those weird hits. And because it wasn't a line drive either, it was a pop-up that just happened to be perfectly hit to that zone, or the dead zone, I call it, basically between left and center field. But anyways, there's runners on first and second. Of course, Jack Henby up. No, he graduated from Hornell High School, but I'm not sure I don't think he was born in Hornell. I think he moved here. So he was not born and raised in Hornell. Could ask his mother. She's sitting right up there. But I'm pretty sure they lived somewhere else and then moved here. But I myself have lived in the same house since I was born. I was going to buy a friend's house back in 1999, but then my parents both got sick and stayed right home with them and took care of them and ended up with the home. Not many people can say they lived in the same residence for all their life. So 3-0. Can't imagine he'll be swinging here. Yeah. 3-1. Pops foul. And thank you for joining us from wherever you're watching. Thanks for sharing this and let other people know that your son is playing baseball here in Hornell in the New York Collegiate Baseball League. If you're just joining us first time, it's Mansfield's first year. Hornell has been around since the 1920s. They stopped for a while and then restarted in 1994. But, even the recent years, we've had Tim Hudson here, who soon sure to be a Hall of Fame pitcher. He's retired. Current MLB player, we have not Dallas Braden. We did have Dallas Braden here. He threw a perfect game, 2012 for Detroit, I believe. He played here in Hornell. Rajay Davis, who plays for the New York Mets. I think he just got sent back down to AAA Syracuse. But he has been up. He's 38 years old, but he played here in Hornell. Of course, the old-time Dodgers, the Don Zimmer, of course, everyone remembers him when he tried to fight Pedro Martinez, and Martinez threw him to the ground. There's a walk by Henby, a very patient hitting, or at bat, I should say. That loads the bases. Maury Wills, I'm sure you've heard that name as well. And there's been some others, too, that have been up and done some short stints in the major leagues, as well as, obviously, minor leagues. Tons of minor leaguers go through this facility. So Colin Johnson, another Alfred Stater, along with Jack Henby. Oh, Johnson swinging for the seats on that one. You could hear it just foul tipped it, though. Foul tipped it. Especially with one out, wants to put anything in play here. Well, I shouldn't say anything, but you know what I mean. Not that. Popped up, unfortunately. So bases loaded, pop out. Makes it 2 outs with Matt Martinez.
The shortstop, number 2, Matt Martinez.
Martinez not batting the best. Came in today batting 139. But there's a base hit. So you never know. 2 runs home so far. I think what's that, reverse jinx? Saying how his batting average was kind of stinky. But yet he comes right up first pitch, base hit to drive 2 runs home. So throw the stats right out the window on that one. Good job, Matt Martinez. And he's still smiling over there. Rightfully so.
Chris Herb.
Chris Herb takes strike 1. Oh, Herb way behind on that one. Nice pitch that time by AJ. 0-2. They only have 1 out listed. I have 2 outs. Okay, now they got it back normal. Usually I am right. My father always says he's never been wrong, but he said this one time that he's never been wrong, but he thought he might be mistaken a couple times. So. Really surprising that he's paying Martinez. Well, Martinez is a threat to steal, obviously, but really it's a, kind of doesn't mean much if he steals. Nice backhand. And that's the out. Beautiful job that time. That's what I was saying about paying attention to Martinez. Really don't have to. So, 3 more outs, and Hornell can sweep this one. As we go to the top of the 7th. Don't forget, this is the 2nd game of a doubleheader, so they only play 7 innings.
Fans, got your 50-50 tickets. We have a winning number. Tonight's winning ticket is worth $72. If you have the winning number, please come up to the press box to claim your prize.
Just want to thank our advertisers again. Thank all the people watching live on Facebook, giving some comments and some likes.
64 543 3064. If you have the winning number, please come up to the press box.
As you can see the long shadows. What's lurking in those shadows out there is the tree line. That line, this ballpark, and the highway over there. Hornell, if you come here and you like to walk, it's part of the Finger Lakes Trail. There's walkways that used to be old railroad beds that they have torn up that are now paved, or I think they're all paved if I'm not mistaken. Not all the Finger Lakes Trail is, but the ones through Hornell in this area are all nicely paved. So that's a nice feature around here. Plus there's a couple parks. The Shawmut Park has walking and play areas for pets, and also has a skate park. So, and there's James Street, Veterans Memorial, James Street Park on the other end of the city. They all have basketball courts and stuff like that as well. Plus there's parks here. There's a shot. Base hits. So Austin Berglund. 1 pitch. 1 on now. And if you're coming up this way, make sure you take time to maybe go visit Niagara Falls, the Finger Lakes, beautiful Finger Lakes around here, a lot of wineries, and this was bigger. This area was bigger than the Napa Valley or any of those places that used to grow grow wine years and years ago. There's a swing, 1-1. Trying to think what else you could do when you're up here. Of course, New York City is not that 4-hour drive to New York. It's about an hour and 40-minute drive to Niagara Falls. Still worth it if you have a day off just to go up there and check out the beautiful American Falls as well as the Canadian Horseshoe Falls. Plenty of activities. And a bunch of great places to eat around here as well. For those out of town that have never been to a Wegmans too, we have a Wegmans here, one of the, if not, I think it's the in first place companies to work for in the United States. Strike 3. And one of the best supermarkets. I don't even say it's not even it's a grocery store, but it's not even that. It's more than that. That's why you always hear people love having Wegmans.
From Xavier University, number 37, Andrew Walker.
And now a lot of the grocery stores are mimicking what they do, and it's still privately owned. We're up to 100 and something stores, but they're very select where they put them. High and outside. So the Destroyers down to their last 2 batters. If they can't generate something here. Outside. Oof. 3-0. He's going to be taken here, so here's one of the pitches that you basically want to make sure it's a strike. Put yourself back in this. There you go. Game. You see that a lot in college and major leagues and stuff. 3-0, you most likely, 9 times out of 10, the batter's not going to be swinging, so your chance to take something off to make sure it's a strike. Now he's going to be probably swinging, and that's foul, so that's why the advantage of, well, there's no advantage of being 3-0, obviously, on the batter, but you know what I mean. There's a way out of it, as I'm trying to say. That's high, and he walks him. So 1 out, 2 on. Might be worth a mound visit, to tell you the truth. And he's not going to go out.
Now batting the shortstop, number 35, Devin Nail.
You got it, Bird. Go your neck, kid.
There's a good strike. 1-1.
Let's go, baby. Come on.
Need an out here. There's a good strike. This is Devin Nail from Kent State University on the mound, or I'm sorry, at the plate. Oh, and that one gets past. 2-2. Like I said, I take a trip to the mound here would be, here he goes, okay. It's going to be out of play. Still 2-2. There's strike 3, so the Destroyers down to their last out.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Destroyers. From Siena College, number 33, John Wheeler.
So John Wheeler from Siena. Siena's in Albany, New York, state capital. There's a strike, so. Strike 2. So the Destroyers down to their last strike. High. A little high. That one in the dirt. Don't try to get too cute here and just throw a strike.
Let's go, Bert. Come on, man. Come on, Bert. Come on, Bert.
And there it is. Strike 3, game over.
One hit. No errors and 2 men left on base. Your final score on the Ryan AC scoreboard: Dodgers 4, Destroyers 0.
So 4-0 as Hornell sweeps the doubleheader.
The Dodgers head to Rome tomorrow for a doubleheader.
Another doubleheader. See, that's what the rain does. All the rain we had last week. I don't think the Dodgers played one game. I think they played one game last week. All the other games were rained out. So again, thank you very much for joining us. Again, this was Bob Peicher broadcasting from the Maple City Dodge broadcast booth. Another Peisch Sports presentation of Dodger baseball. Join us at home on Wednesday night, I believe. I don't have that schedule in front of me. So thanks for joining us. Have a good night, everybody.